Hello everyone, myself Ayisha S and my teammates are Bushra Anjum, Diba Zainab Mazhar and Gaurama. Today we are going to do the presentation on comparison, virtual machine comparison evaluation report, virtual machine demonstration and comparative evaluation report. On coming to the introduction, virtualization is one of the most important technologies in modern computing that enables multi-operating system OS to run simultaneously on a single physical computer. Instead of dedicating one computer to each OS, virtualization allows user to create multiple virtual machines, each functioning as a separate computer with its own virtual hardware and network interface. This is achieved through a virtualization layer managed by software known as hypervisor. In this experiment, the Oracle VirtualBox platform was used to demonstrate virtualization. The goal was to install and run two different operating systems, that is Zorin OS, a Linux-based distribution, and Windows 10, a Microsoft operating system, on the same physical host machine. The main objective was to understand the process of creating virtual environments, installing different OSs, monitoring their performance, and comparing how each system handles hardware resources such as CPU, memory, disk, and network under similar conditions. Through this experiment, students can visualize the real-time behavior of operating system, gain familiarity with virtualization tools, and of system. Virtualization also offers a safe testing environment, allowing user to explore without affecting the host computer. Thus, the objective of this experiment is not only to compare two operating systems, but also to build a deeper understanding of resource management and virtualization technology. Configuration. The host computer used for this experiment was a Windows 11 system with an Intel Core i5 13420H processor, 13th generation, 16 GB of RAM and 512 GB SSD. These specifications provided sufficient performance to run multiple virtual machines smoothly without affecting the overall system stability. The host system also had Intel VTX hardware virtualization enables in BIOS, which is essential for running 64-bit guest operating system efficiently. Virtualization tool Oracle Oracle VirtualBox version 7.x was chosen as the virtualization software. It is a free and open source hypervisor developed by Oracle Corporation that supports a wide range of guest operating systems, including Windows, Linux, macOS, another VirtualBox provides user with a powerful graphical interface to create, configure, and manage virtual machines. Its main features include dynamic allocation of hardware resources, USB and shared folder support, network bridging and NAT configurations, snapshot and cloning features for SSH. Guest operating system, two guest operating system were installed and analyzed Windows 10 Home 64-bit, known for its user-friendly interface and wide compatibility with applications, installed using an ISO image file, allocated resource 2 GB RAM, designed for new user based on Ubuntu, lightweight, secure, and highly customizable. installed using bootable ISO file from Zorin official website. Allocated resources 2 GB RAM, 1 CPU core, and 40 GB of virtual hard disk space. Implementation setup. The procedure for implementing the experiment consisted of sequential stages: installing VirtualBox, creating virtual machines, configuring hardware setting, installing operating system. Setup was download from the official Oracle website and installed with the default settings. Once installed, the application was launched to create and manage virtual machines. Creating virtual machines, two virtual machines were created, one for Windows 10 and other for Zorin OS. For Windows 10, 2 GB RAM, 1 virtual CPU, and 50 GB storage were assigned. For Zorin OS, 2 GB RAM, 1 virtual CPU, and 40 GB storage were assigned. Dynamic system allocation was chosen to save host storage. Mounting ISO files. The respective ISO images were mounted to the virtual CD DVD drive of each VM to boot the installation process. The Windows 10 installation followed standard steps: selecting region, keyboard layout, and user account creation. One installed basic features like Task Manager, File Explorer, and Network setting were tested. Task Manager was used to monitor system performance, CPU, RAM, and disk. Installation Zorin OS was installed by selecting the Install Zorin option. After booting from ISO, the process included setting languages, performance, disk partitioning, and creating a username. Once installed, the GNOME desktop interface appeared, and performance was observed using the built-in system monitor tool. Performance testing like both system were tested under similar workloads: opening browser, file manager, and terminal command prompt. CPU, memory, and disk usage were recorded. Screenshots and documentations were included in this. VirtualBox setup, Windows 10 and Zorin OS desktops, and resource monitoring were captured and saved for analysis. Next, Windows 10 performance will be explained by Zainab.
The Windows is an operating system that was developed by the Microsoft. It is one of the most widely used operating system. So the key features of the Windows 10 are the user interface, virtual desktops, Microsoft Edge, and security features. The system requirements are the processor, RAM, storage, and graphics and display. The advantages of Windows 10 are the user friendly interface, widely supported by the software and the hardware vendors, strong security updates and the features, good for gaming and productivity. So, the disadvantages of the Windows 10 are frequent updates can sometimes cause issues, uses more system resources compared to the lightweight OS due to the data collection. In a virtual machine comparison of Zorin OS and the Windows 10, the Windows 10's base is the Microsoft Windows. User interface is modern tile based, performance is heavier, uses more resources when compared to Zorin. Software compatibility is security is good but needs antivirus, cost is paid and license. Thank you.
Myself Bushra Arjun. So today I'm going to explain about the Zorin OS. The Zorin OS is a Linux-based operating system designed to offer a user-friendly experience while maintaining the power and security of Linux. It is developed by the Zorin Group and is built on Ubuntu, one of the most stable and popular Linux distribution. Zorin OS provides a familiar desktop layout, making it easy for users transitioning from Windows or Mac OS. The interface can be customized to resemble Windows 10 or Mac OS, helping beginners adapt quickly. It includes pre-installed software for everyday tasks like web browsing, office work, multimedia, and development. Key features of Zorin OS: it is a user-friendly interface, simple and intuitive, suitable for both beginners and experienced Linux user. Lightweight and fast, optimized for performance and capable of running smoothly on older hardware. Secure environmental, built on Linux strong permission system with fewer vulnerabilities to malware, software availability, access to Ubuntu Software Center and Snap Store for installing applications. Customization offers layout similar to Windows, Mac OS, and Genome for flexible user experience. Editions available in Core, Lite, and Pro editions. Technical details: Zorin OS 16 Core. Parameter based distribution. Specification: Ubuntu 20.04 LTS. Base kernel version: Linux kernel 5.15. Default desktop environment: Genome, customized Zorin appearance, file system, ext4. System requirements: 2 GHz dual core processor with 2 GB RAM minimum and 25 GB hard disk space. Performance: boots quickly and consumes less memory than Windows 10. Security updates: regular updates through Ubuntu repositories. Used in experiment. In this project, Zorin OS 16 was installed on a virtual machine using Oracle VM VirtualBox. With 4 GB of RAM and 50 GB of virtual disk space, it was compared against Windows 10 to evaluate system resource using performance and user experience under a virtualized environment. So, steps to download and install Zorin. Visit the official Zorin website. Open a web browser on your host system, Windows 11. Go to the official website. Navigate the download section. Choose the edition you want. For this experiment, select Zorin OS 16 Core, which is a free edition. Download the ISO file. Click on Download Zorin OS 16 Core. Enter your email, which is an option, or you can skip to start the download. The file downloaded will be an ISO image with the example Zorin OS 16 core 16-bit.iso. Save it to an easy location folder like downloads. Open Oracle VirtualBox. Launch the Oracle VirtualBox on your host system. Click New. Name the virtual machine as Zorin OS, and it depends on you. Choose the type like Linux and version Ubuntu 64-bit. Configure virtual machine settings. Memory RAM, allocate 4 GB RAM. Hard disk, create a new virtual hard disk. Select VDI, VirtualBox disk image. Dynamically allocate set size to 50 GB. Mount the ISO files. Select your newly created Zorin OS 16 VM. Click Settings, then to Storage. Under Controller IDE, click the empty disk icon. Choose a disk file. Browse and select the downloaded Zorin OS ISO file. And now start the virtual machine. Boot the virtual machine and Zorin OS installation will appear. Choose Install Zorin OS. Uh, Choose Erase Disk and Install. After completion of the installation, like post installation setup, update the system by running. Now explore the file, and now the systematic analytical virtual machine. Comparative analysis of key operating system concept. Process management. Windows 10 uses the task scheduler and task manager to handle processes. Each process has a unique identifier PIDs, which each process has unique, which Windows follows preemptive multitasking. Zorin OS uses the Linux kernel's completely fair scheduler called CFS. It provides detailed control through terminal commands like PS, top, kill, and nice. CPU scheduling. Windows 10 uses the multi-level feedback queue scheduling to prioritize processors, whereas Zorin OS uses CFS, ensuring fair CPU time allocates among processors. Observation: Zorin scheduler offers smoother performance under multitasking. Memory management. Windows 10 implements paging and segmentation with large swap files, whereas Zorin OS uses a virtual memory and swapping efficiently reclaims cache and inactive memory. Observation: Linux-based systems handle memory more efficiently, especially under low RAM. File system Windows 10 uses NTFS supporting permissions, encryptions, and compression. Zorin OS uses ext4, which is faster and more reliable for frequent read and write operations. Observation: ext4 provides faster file access and recovery after system failures, which means Zorin OS is efficient for the file management. Resource management Windows 10 offers advanced graphical user interface tools for managing CPU, memory, and disk input output. Zorin OS provides a lightweight resource management via terminal or graphical user interface, which is also called as a system monitor. Observation Linux resource management is less resource heavy and ideal for developers. So the final findings are the Zorin OS uses less CPU and memory than Windows 10. Windows provide richer features but with higher hardware demands. Both exhibit stable and efficient processes management suitable for different user needs. So in last we can say that Zorin US is more suitable for the memory management and file management than OS. Thank you. So the next conclusion part will be continued by Gauri.
This the demonstration and comparative evolutions of virtual machine highlight the effectiveness of virtualization technology in modern computing. Virtual machine provide a flexible, efficient, and secure environment of running multiple operating systems on a single physical hardware platform. Through this study, it is evident of different virtual machine platforms such as VMware, VirtualBox, and Hyper-V offer unique advantages in terms of performance, usability, and resource management. Comparative results show that will VMware provide robust performance and enterprises level features. VirtualBox stands out for its open sources, accessibility, and easy of users. Easy of Easy of users. Hyper-V, uh, on the other hand, integrates seamlessly with the Windows environments, making it ideal for Microsoft-based infrastructures. Overall, virtualization significantly enhance resource utilization, testing flexibility, and system security. It has become a key technology for cloud computing, software development, and IT infrastructure management. The evolutions confirms that selecting the right virtual machine depends on user requirement, available resources. Thank you.